Hey everyone, I want to talk today about the 5 levels of happiness. And there are many ways of looking at happiness. Some people talk about a wheel of happiness, and I've mentioned that before. But today I'm talking kind of in terms of a ladder of happiness. So I believe at the bottom rung of your ladder on your journey to happiness is to master your use of time. What does that look like? Well, if you're not mastering your time, you probably feel frazzled and burned out and exhausted, kind of like you're running on a hamster wheel, never getting anywhere. So when that happens, you feel really empty because you're not doing the important things with your time. Maybe you're putting out fires, meeting everyone else's needs, focused on a to-do list. And if you're not taking time for what's truly important to you at your heart level, then it feels empty. So mastering your time is simply a matter of knowing your priorities and spending time on them. So my top 4 priorities in order are my spirituality and taking care of myself. And then after that is my body, then my family, then my career. I put my health up there pretty high because I've found if I don't take care of my health, I don't show up very well for my kids. So are you finding time for taking care of yourself? I want you to comment below and share what holds you back, what stops you from taking care of yourself. So many of you probably watching are busy. And if you're a woman, let's just say you're a busy woman, but how can you create more time for the things that are important, priorities? So that's level 1, mastering your time. And as part of mastering that time, I hope that you can create solid morning and evening routines that build in that self-care that you need so much. Maybe that includes exercise, meditation, journaling, prayer, maybe you read scripture, walking, all those things, building that time in. So comment below with a big yes if you have a solid, consistent morning routine, because that's the easiest way to start taking care of yourself and adding it into your life, to master your time. Okay, next step is to heal your heart. Now, what is that? Okay, in our life journeys, we all have moments where we're hurt or annoyed or frustrated or even resentful. How do we let go of all of that negative emotion that happens and kind of stay on track with a journey of happiness? Okay, so we're all going to have moments of depression, anger, frustration, exhaustion, and resentment. But healing our hearts means we learn how to let go of negativity and return to our most happy, grounded, and centered state. Right here, I'm pointing to I'm touching my heart area because that's kind of where it all begins, healing our hearts. How do we do this? Well, I like to teach what's called the emotional detox, where you go back and remember any past experiences that bugged you or made you sad or traumatized you even, and you use a method called Feel It to Heal It. And I won't go into all the details, but it really works. People who try this report feeling so much lighter. Then also, I teach a number of strategies for helping you to love yourself. Now, let me ask you a question. Comment below, could you go to a mirror right now and look in your own eyes and say, I love you. I really love you. That's something Louise Hay taught. Could you do that without totally feeling gross and icky? No, I don't love myself. What? So many of us have this stream of negative self-talk that may or may not have been learned in childhood, maybe modeling from our own moms or other relatives or loved ones, or maybe we were just born with different genetics. Who knows? It's all a big mix of nature and nurture. But what is going on in your brain when you talk about yourself and talk to yourself, positive or negative? So healing your heart is all about learning to deeply love and respect yourself so that you're meeting all of your own emotional needs. And it's really cool because then you're not seeking for everyone else to meet your emotional needs. And it's brilliant. You feel good. Then no matter what's happening to you, you know you have tools in place that will help you return to that happy state. So we've talked about level 1, mastering your time so you have time for the important things. Level 2, healing your heart so you become emotionally self-sufficient. Then level 3, when you develop deep love. After you develop deep love, you can shift into that place of healing your body. Hate to tell you, but if you hate your body, it's going to be nearly impossible to achieve full health and for your body to cooperate in the things you want it to do. Because if you hate it, a lot of health coaches teach that your body will hold on to weight as a self-protection mechanism. If you hate your body, or if you're experiencing significant stress or marital trauma or whatever's happening in your life, we need that foundation of having healed our hearts and developing all the tools that help us return to emotional equilibrium so that then we can start to heal our bodies. So when stress comes up, you go back to that level of heal your heart and use those tools, emotional detox work, inner child work, meditation, all kinds of tools, maybe EFT tapping. And then you calm down and you remember, hey, I don't have to soothe myself with food. I don't have to take care of my needs with food or sitting around and doing a Netflix binge instead of exercising. I can take care of my emotions. I'm 100% in charge of my own happiness. So then in that place, it's really cool. Your body starts to heal when you build on this foundation. So I said level 1, master your time for the important things. Level 2, heal your heart and be emotionally self-sufficient with all the tools you need to stay even keel. And then level 3, your body starts to heal. What's next? We start to look outward and we start to heal our relationships. Okay, why do we need to all those levels before? If you're not taking good care of yourself, you're more likely to be impatient and resentful in your relationships because you get resentful that you're meeting their needs but not your own. And if you don't love yourself with that level 2, it's nearly impossible to love others because then you go into those relationships looking for them to meet your emotional needs, to fill your cup, to assure you that they love you. But if you have deep, solid love and think you're a pretty cool person, you're not going to need that from your spouse. Instead of being codependent with them, you're going to go into your marriage or friendships or even relationships with kids or parents being solid, knowing what you need, knowing that you're in charge of your happiness, knowing that you can be happy no matter what happens. Then you have so much more to give those relationships, and those relationships start to heal. Another thing is happiness, self-love, all of those energies of being in a happy state, they're contagious. Mood is contagious because our brains have what are called mirror neurons that pick up on emotions in milliseconds. So that's why it's really cool when you get to master your time, heal your heart, heal your body. You're feeling good, you're mastering your energy, you're in a higher vibrational energy, feeling great. People pick up on it and your relationships automatically start to heal. Now, does that mean your spouse will be perfect? No, but you will be able to show up in a healthy, healed place in that relationship. Okay, so master your time, heal your heart, heal your body, heal your relationships, and then we go to level 5 where it gets really juicy, where you start to live your purpose. Okay, so every one of you here has a purpose, something you were born on this earth to accomplish, to make a difference, to improve lives that you were here to touch. So if you're not doing those things, you start to feel empty. And that is your inner GPS saying, hey, it's time to correct our course and do those things we're born to do. And when we're doing those things, they light us up from the inside out. It's like a radiant joy when we're on track. And that's kind of like inner GPS, intuition, spirit, whatever you call it, directing, guiding, trying to get us onto the path that will give us the greatest joy. So if every day you allow others to suck all your time and energy by having unhealthy boundaries, not being able to say no, not being able to schedule time for your self-care, and not being able to change your thought processes around yourself, your self-love, not having the time to eat right or exercise, then it's hard to move up that ladder to the highest level of happiness where you're living your purpose. So how do we move up that ladder? Step 1, get that morning routine going and make it as consistent as you can. I like to say have an hour of power or some days have a shorter version of your morning routine, which is maybe your 5 to thrive or your 15 to thrive. And have that flexibility so you're doing something for you and you feel like, okay, I'm starting off on the right foot. I'm going to go out and just rock this day. Number 2, I love to teach to meditate during that morning routine. Meditation slows your brain waves, deepens your breath so your breath gets to the bottom of your diaphragm so you feel less in fight or flight, and that signals your body to calm down, more in that calm, zen energy. If you can start your day off with some deep breathing, some meditation, wow, it goes so much better. Well, there are so many other steps and I can't tell you everything here, but I want to real quick have you comment below, which levels do you feel like you need the most work on? Where do you think you fit in that ladder of happiness? So we have mastering time. Do you need to work on that the most? Healing your heart, healing your body, healing your relationships, or living your purpose? Where do you fall? And what could you do going forward to shift that? I want to let you know that I have a membership called the Vibrant Happy Women Club that works on all 5 of those levels in a community with other amazing women who synergistically want to empower each other. And we do. Remember, mood is contagious, energy is contagious. We watch each other kind of rise and be empowered, develop these healthy boundaries, establish consistent morning routines, and then we start really doing better. We move towards that state of living our purpose, which feels amazing. So if you want to learn more about the club or join us, you can go to vibranthappywomenclub.com. I am so glad you listened. I am honored that you would spend this time with me, and I want you to think about what level of happiness are you on. We talked about mastering time, healing your heart, healing your body, healing your relationships, and living your purpose. And the more we shift up that ladder, the happier we get. It's beautiful. So again, if you want to do and move up those ladder steps with a community of amazing women, join us in the Vibrant Happy Women Club at vibranthappywomenclub.com. Otherwise, like my page, follow me. I will be back every week talking about happiness, purpose, boundaries, all of those things that help us to feel more joyful from the inside out. All right, everyone, thanks for listening and take care.